Is life devoid of any inherent meaning, purpose, or value? Today, we're diving into the deep end of the philosophical pool to explore nihilism. Picture this, a vast, intricate web woven with delicate threads of thought, each strand connected to another, forming a complex tapestry of philosophical concepts. Now imagine being a tiny speck caught in this web, your worldview entangled in its threads. This is the web of nihilism. Nihilism, a term derived from the Latin word nihil, meaning nothing, is the philosophical belief that life is without inherent meaning, purpose, or value. It's a perspective often associated with existential despair and skepticism towards traditional values. But where did this concept originate? The roots of nihilism can be traced back to the philosophical musings of Friedrich Nietzsche, a 19th century German philosopher. Nietzsche postulated that traditional values such as morality and religion were mere illusions, devoid of any true essence. He argued that these values were anchors, preventing humanity from realizing its true potential. Hence the birth of nihilism, a philosophy that rejects the existence of any objective truth or inherent value in life. But nihilism isn't just a singular thread in the philosophical web. It's interconnected with other philosophical concepts. It shares strands with existentialism, questioning the purpose of human existence, and with skepticism, casting doubt on the certainty of knowledge. It also intertwines with atheism, rejecting the existence of deities, and with anarchism, denying the necessity of government and societal structures. Like a spiderweb, nihilism can ensnare a person's worldview, causing them to question the very foundations of their beliefs. It can lead to a sense of existential despair, a feeling of being lost in a universe that seems devoid of any objective meaning or purpose. However, it can also lead to liberation, freeing individuals from the chains of societal expectations and traditional values. So you see, nihilism isn't just a dark corner of philosophy. It's a web that can entrap us in its threads of existential despair and skepticism. But, as we'll explore in the next scenes, it can also be a catalyst for profound self-discovery and personal growth. It all depends on how we navigate the web. Picture yourself walking down a road that leads to nowhere. That's nihilism for you. Let's dive deeper into this. Imagine embarking on a journey with no particular destination in sight, no map to guide you, and no compass to point out your direction. You're simply wandering, driven by an insatiable curiosity, with only the vast expanse of the universe as your backdrop. This, in essence, is the nihilistic journey. Nihilism, a philosophy often misunderstood, is not about embracing despair or promoting negativity. Rather, it challenges us to question the fabric of our traditional beliefs, to scrutinize the values we've held dear for so long. It's a call to shake off the shackles of preconceived notions and to venture into the wilderness of uncertainty. Let's consider some well-known figures who've dabbled in the realm of nihilism. Friedrich Nietzsche, a name synonymous with nihilism, was a philosopher who dared to proclaim that God is dead, stirring up a whirlwind of controversy. He wasn't advocating atheism, but rather challenging the societal dependence on religious morality as the sole arbiter of right and wrong. Then we have Jean-Paul Sartre, another prominent figure in the nihilistic world, who coined the phrase, "existence precedes essence." He put forth the idea that we exist first, and it's up to us to create our own essence, our own meaning. It's a radical departure from the conventional belief that we're born with a predetermined purpose. And let's not forget Albert Camus, the man who introduced us to the concept of the absurd. He suggested that our search for meaning is in itself absurd, because the universe, in its indifferent grandeur, remains silent to our queries. Through the lens of nihilism, these philosophers have questioned and challenged the traditional pillars of meaning, morality, and purpose. In the grand scheme of things, according to nihilism, we're all just wanderers on a path to nowhere. And perhaps that's not as bleak as it sounds. Maybe it's in the wandering, in the questioning, that we truly find ourselves. Now, you might be wondering, does nihilism have a place in our society today? Indeed it does. Let's take a journey through the bustling streets of the 21st century, and you'll see the subtle shades of nihilism coloring our world. Take a look at the art scene, for instance. Abstract expressionism, with its chaotic brushstrokes and seemingly meaningless patterns, mirrors the nihilistic belief that life lacks inherent structure or purpose. Or consider the rise of dystopian novels and movies. These apocalyptic narratives reflect a nihilistic worldview where established values crumble and life is stripped of its conventional meaning. And it's not just in the arts. Nihilism has found its way into our everyday conversations too. Ever heard someone say, "Life's a joke," or "Nothing really matters"? That's nihilism talking, my friends. These phrases might seem casual, even humorous, but they carry the weight of the nihilistic perspective. And let's not forget the internet, the modern-day oracle. Memes, those viral symbols of our digital age, often carry a nihilistic punchline. I mean, who hasn't chuckled at a meme about the futility of existence while scrolling through their feed during a lunch break? Now, this isn't to say that we're all card-carrying nihilists, but it's interesting to see how this philosophical concept has seeped into our society, influencing our art, our language, and even our humor. We might not all subscribe to the belief that life is devoid of inherent meaning, but we do engage with these ideas, knowingly or unknowingly, in our daily lives. So whether you're a fan of dark and brooding movies, or just a regular Joe questioning the meaning of life, nihilism has a way of creeping into our collective consciousness. It's like that unexpected guest at a party, the one who shows up uninvited but somehow ends up being the life of the soiree. Or in this case, the one questioning the very purpose of the party in the first place. Here's a paradox for you. If life is meaningless, why bother discussing nihilism? The conundrum within nihilism is its own inherent contradiction. By acknowledging nihilism, we give it meaning, and thus, we defy its basic premise. This paradox, however, isn't a flaw. It's a catalyst for rich philosophical discourse. It pushes us to question the nature of our existence, to challenge our assumptions, and to ponder the value of meaning itself. So, even in its despair, nihilism offers us a unique perspective to question the very fabric of our existence. As we delve deeper into the realms of thought and explore the vast landscapes of philosophy, remember that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey without a final destination. The quest for understanding is a path we walk together. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's continue our intellectual adventures as a community of seekers, chasing the sunsets of wisdom. Thank you for joining me on this philosophical journey. Subscribe to it Chasing Sunsets 49, and let's embark on more intellectual voyages together. Until next time, stay curious and keep chasing those sunsets of enlightenment. Take care.